Ladies and gentlemen, today was a way bigger update than I thought it was going to be. First things first, in Warzone, we got a ton of new stuff. The zombies infection percentage is now up to 100%. On top of that, there are new radiation areas. You can become a zombie, kind of like back in the Haunting of Verdansk. And there's a lot more too, including a new operator and a new weapon in Modern Warfare and in Warzone. On top of this, we get an update for Black Ops Cold War that includes a brand new trailer for the end of season 2, and there's a lot to this trailer. So what I'm gonna do is, obviously you're seeing it right now, but I'm gonna have a second video going up later today breaking down this trailer and discussing all of the little intricacies of it, because I have a feeling there's one, a lot of things people missed, and two, I've already seen a lot of things people have gotten wrong with that trailer. So we will dive into that later today, and if you want to see that, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed, all of that jazz. But as far as this video, we have a lot of updates and a lot of changes to discuss. Let's start with Black Ops Cold War, and then later on we'll move into the craziness that is Warzone. So the most straightforward part of today's update is the Black Ops Cold War side of things. Really nothing crazy here other than that trailer that we talked about before. But the playlist that we have this week are Blueprint gun game. This is the new one, so it's the same as your normal gun game, except you're using Blueprint weapons. So these are the weapons you can get inside the store, you can get from the battle pass, and you can use them in here even if you don't own them, which is kind of cool. After this, though, we have Apocalypse 24/7, which also just so happens to be the map that is in that trailer. Again, we'll talk about that later today. We have Snipers Only Mosh Pit, Nuketown 24/7, Prop Hunt, Gunfight Blueprints, which is similar to Gun Game Blueprints, but gunfight instead, Face Off, and then finally Fire Team Mosh Pit. Other than that, nothing really new here, no updates to weapons or anything like that. The other new thing that we do have is store items. So the Corpse Collector came out yesterday. This one's one of the crazier skins. It's for Beck. As you can see here, it is called the Carnage skin. After this, we have the Ultimate Hunter, which is an assault rifle, I believe, for the M4, and a melee weapon, which is, of course, your sledgehammer with some barbed wire on it. You also get a weapon charm finishing move, which is your Plague Hound, which is a super cool finishing move, I must say. I don't know if it works fully in Warzone. I haven't seen it been done, but I would assume it does. On top of this, you also get a vehicle as well. The other bundle that we got today, I have actually seen some people get this earlier, not today, but for me it was out today, is the Stitch Sentinel bundle. So with this one, you have the forest version of Stitch, which is pretty cool looking. You also get two different weapons with it, as you're seeing here, a finishing move, and that is pretty much it. Essentially, this one is just a normal operator bundle. So Warzone is where things really do get crazy this week. So as far as our playlist, these are actually pretty straightforward. So you have your Plunder Blood Money, which is normal. You have your Rebirth Resurgence duos and your Rebirth Resurgence quads. We've had these two in the same week before, so I guess this might be a common thing. Then there's the Battle Royale, which seems normal, but as you're going to see, it's not. And we'll dive into that in a second. So the other thing that we have that is new is a new operator. Now, as you can see, it is not currently here for me. Lately on update days, my Warzone store has updated about 5 hours after everyone else's. I don't know why, but in other people's store, they have the Sparks bundle, the bundle that you are seeing here. Now, as far as this bundle goes, this is a brand new character to Modern Warfare and to Warzone, and you essentially can play as him. He's out now, which is super strange. Now, he was announced at the same time as Soap, which means to me, eventually, soon, Soap is also going to be coming to the game. Some people are saying that it's possible that they are going to remove him again from the store. That I don't know, but one thing is for sure, one of the things that you get with him is a Soikov blueprint, or a Psychov. I don't know how to say it properly. You guys always give me crap for it. And if you go into your weapons in game, if you go to your loadouts here, as you're going to see, it is now available at the very end of the handguns. So as you can see, to unlock it, you have to get 4 kills using a pistol in 5 different matches. Somehow I already have 3 out of 5, even though I haven't played any matches, but I guess that's cool nonetheless. It's very easy to unlock, and it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do, because there are other weapons like the CX-9 and on top of that the RAL SMG that are also in the game files, so we should be getting those as well now that the Psychov has actually been released. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Now, On top of this, there are also some changes in-game to Warzone as well. First things first, the most obvious one, the one that we knew was coming, is Dam. So Dam is now the area that is infected with the zombies. So if you go there, you can start the terminal. There are several different types of zombies, some that release gas, some that explode, some that are just normal. There was no dogs like we talked about might be happening. But the important part here is when you actually go here, the zombies infection percentage is up to 100%. So we know that the zombies aren't going to be moving anywhere else, and in fact this is the final location as we are at 100%. But that is not the only thing that has changed. Remember how I said if you play Battle Royale the game is a little different this week? Well, that is because in a couple of locations there is radiation points. So right now, as of I'm making this video, the two radiation points are prison and shipwreck. If you go to these two locations, you're going to notice that you take radiation damage. And if you die to this radiation damage, you actually come back to life as a zombie. So it's not full-on Zombies Royale. If you get killed by a person, you do not come back as a zombie. You can't keep coming back as a zombie, but you can become a zombie if you stay in the radiation. My guess is that this is going to expand and the radiation zones are going to expand as well. Remember how the zombies outbreak started with prison and with shipwreck? Well, I'm guessing these radiation zones are going to expand in a very similar way to the zombies outbreak. So in the next couple of weeks, we are going to be seeing areas, for example, like hospital, like superstore, like the bank downtown, and eventually that radiation is going to be in several places throughout the map. But as of right now, it is only in shipwreck and prison. But it's super interesting to see what's coming of this, because remember, we still do have whatever that event is that's being released on the 21st, aka next Wednesday. So now we can get kind of a better idea of what is going on. So first of all, what I mean by this is now that the outbreak percentage is up to 100%, we now know that the zombies aren't moving anywhere else. And we also know that there's that event taking place on April 21st. So we also know that on the 22nd is when season 3 starts. So there are two rumors as of right now. First of all, number one is that on the 21st, basically the nuke event happens and then Warzone goes offline until the next day where we see the new map, basically having two events. One, the nuke event, the second is the new map event. The second idea is that basically there are just two separate things, the end of the zombies event and then the nuke event. Warzone will never go offline, but it's going to be really, really interesting. We have a week of teasers leading up to it over the next week, and of course I will keep you guys informed on everything new that happens and as we get more information. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel, have notifications on. As I mentioned before, we do have that trailer that I'm going to be breaking down later today, which is directly tied into Warzone and the story of Warzone moving forward. And like I said, we will get to that. But yeah, big things are coming, so make sure you're subscribed, notifications, hit the like button, all of that good jazz. And I guess I will see you later today in another video, so I guess I can just say peace out for now.
We are reaching for the stars.